5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good morning. This is Wayne Cymbaluk from the Stearns County Soil and Water Conservation District with your conservation report. It has been nearly 10 years since the first ash trees were infested in St. Paul by the emerald ash borer. It is now in 17 of our Minnesota counties. While emerald ash borer has not yet been found in Stearns or Benton counties, last week it was found in the city of Clearwater. According to Kimberly Thielen-Kramers, who is the Minnesota Department of Agricultural's Pest Mitigation and Regulatory Response Manager, she states that we're not surprised to find emerald ash borer in this area along I-94 since it's a high traffic area for truckers and travelers alike. We can be certain that the emerald ash borer was brought into Wright County by someone moving infested ash, she said. The only way to protect Minnesota's ash trees is to stop moving firewood and other ash products around the state. The Minnesota Department of Ag is enacting an emergency quarantine in Wright County to limit the movement of firewood and ash material out of the county. This measure is meant to slow the inevitable spread of the borer. The emerald ash borer is an invasive beetle from Asia that was discovered in the United States during the summer of 2002 near Detroit, Michigan, and has become the most destructive and economically costly forest insect ever to invade the U.S. The borer larvae feed on the inner bark of ash trees and disrupt the tree's ability to transport water and nutrients. By the time the symptoms are obvious, it may be too late to protect or save the tree. Borer populations can grow exponentially each year because the beetle has very few natural predators and our ash trees have limited natural defenses. When the emerald ash borer is not managed, the annual ash tree deaths can quickly overwhelm the ability to remove the dead and dying trees in our landscapes. Minnesota is highly susceptible to the destruction caused by the borer. The state has approximately 1 billion ash trees, the most of any state in the nation. There are chemical control options that will protect ash trees from the emerald ash borer. So for people who place high value on their ash trees, whether it is an individual tree or an entire park system within the city limits, this may be a better choice than having to take the ash trees down. Tree removal can be very costly very quickly. Ash trees within 15 miles of the confirmed borer infection site are at most risk of the attack. Preventative treatments are suggested within the risk zone, but may be premature if outside this area. Clearwater is located just outside the boundary of Stearns County. The city of St. Cloud is only 13 miles away from Clearwater. You may want to consider starting protective treatment next spring for the borer because it is currently too late this year to treat for the emerald ash borer. The borer is here to stay and will possibly kill most of the ash trees in Minnesota, so you might want to start researching tree protection or replacement options. Meanwhile, watch your ash trees for infestation. If you think your ash tree is infected, go to the Minnesota Department of Ag's website and use the Do I Have Emerald Ash Borer guide. Suspected infestations can be reported to the Minnesota Department of Ag, Arrest the Pest hotline at 1-888-545-6684. On another note, there is a new runoff risk tool that determines the best timing for manure application. The Minnesota Department of Agriculture, in partnership with the National Weather Service, has designed a new tool for those applying manure in Minnesota, called the Minnesota Runoff Risk Advisory Forecast. The interactive map is designed to help farmers and custom manure applicators decide on the optimal time to apply manure by predicting or modeling when runoff events are likely to happen. As a bonus, the tool also provides forecasted precipitation amounts as well as soil temperatures at 2 and 6 inches of depth to help with manure application decisions. For more information on any of today's topics, please check out our website at www.stearnscountyswcd.net or call us 320-251-7800, extension 3. Also, please like us on Facebook. This has been Wayne Cymbaluk with your Conservation Report.